Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be sharing with y'all my mask-friendly makeup routine. Look, we have a special guest. Hers loves to sit in my lap. They say I love my mommy's lap. I love to see what my mommy's doing. What is you doing, girl? You're so pretty. Can you tell the camera hi? Say hi, everybody. Sweet girl. Okay, go play. I've tried a bunch of different makeup products to see what's gonna work well with my mask other than just not wearing any makeup, because I mean, like, sometimes I just don't wear any makeup with it other than like mascara and my brows, but you know, sometimes I want to wear, you know, my makeup. So I've been on the hunt for mask friendly foundation, etc., and I think I've finally found it. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is going to be the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation. So they have a regular Born This Way foundation, and then they came out with the matte version of it. And I personally love this foundation. Like, this has become my new favorite foundation. Anytime I'm wearing makeup, I'm usually wearing this just because it goes so well with my skin type and it doesn't budge with my mask, and so I'm like, that's a win-win for me. The only downside is it is $40, so it is on the pricier version, especially if you're having to get a shade for like when you're self-tan and then when you're not, you know, things like that. But and I do have other foundations that I've mixed with it, and it does mix well with others, but I love this foundation if I'm going to be wearing a mask and I'm going to be wearing makeup that day. Now this one is 24-hour undetectable super long wear foundation. It says it's oil free, oil controlling, waterproof, and transfer resistant. I will say it is waterproof and transfer resistant. Like, I do agree with that. But it is so matte on the skin. So if you're not a person that likes matte foundations, or you have super dry skin, maybe this is not for you. I don't really recommend that if you don't have like oily skin, or you don't like the way matte foundations feel, because you can feel this drying matte whenever you put it on. I do love how it's a pump, because when I first saw it online, like the way the packaging was, I was like, oh gosh, I hope it's not like one of those big concealer things and you have to unscrew it. It's got the wand. I just don't really like those because I feel like they're not very sanitary. But yeah, so I'm in the shade Vanilla. I'm just gonna put it on my mixing palette. Like, please ignore it. It is like literally so dirty. I mean, like, I'm not gonna put it on where I had other foundations. I'm gonna put it on a clean spot. I was just saying, like, it's kind of, you know, dirty, but it's fine. Okay, so get the hair out of our face. I don't want to have foundation in my hair. That's not flattering. Oh, and I'm just going in with this Believe Beauty brush, foundation brush. I got this from the dollar store for like $4, and I love it. Okay, and I will say, when you are working in this foundation, you got to work quick because it dries down very fast. It doesn't have a smell, which is great, because I mean, like, I don't think there's any fragrance in it. I was reading the ingredients and I didn't see any fragrance in it, but I could have overlooked it. I've used this foundation with a sponge as well, and it works just as good with a sponge. I just personally don't like using sponges that much with my foundation. I don't know why. I'm just like not a sponge gal. Like, I'll use it with specific foundations, like that Pacifica foundation that I used to love. I used to like it better with applying with a sponge versus a brush, but that was like literally the only foundation I've ever found that I like with a sponge. I don't know. I just prefer brushes because I feel like I'm someone who likes full coverage. Oh, and by the way, this is like medium to full coverage. I think it says that on the packaging. I can't remember. I don't have the actual box with me that it came in, but so you can definitely build this up, but honestly, like, I feel like it gives very good coverage, just this first layer. I've been watching my channel for a while. Y'all know that I have very oily skin. And so I don't have any dry patches for this to cling to, but I do feel like if you are someone who is on the drier side and you do have certain dry patches, this foundation might cling to it. Like I said, I'm not, I don't have dry skin, so I don't really know how well this foundation works with dry skin, but I'll tell you that this foundation works so well with my skin type. And I mean, I work, you know, usually like 8 to 5. So this foundation, I mean, will last me from 8 to 5. Well, like, I'll put my makeup on at like 6:30. So I'm still just using that pump and a half that I had on, by the way. I'm just putting it into spots that I feel like need some more coverage. But anyway, so I'll put my makeup on at like 6:30 that morning, and then I'll get home, depending on if I go to the gym after work or if I'm coming straight home, just depends. I'll take my makeup off about like 6:30, 6, you know, just around that time frame. And my makeup still looks just as good when I wear this foundation. So, do with that information what you will. Nowadays, with, you know, it being the way it is in the world and we're having to wear masks, you know, you still want to feel pretty. Even if you can't see, even if everybody else can't see that from here down, like, sometimes it just makes you feel good to know that you look good under that mask. So, I felt like it was important for me to share this video with you guys. That's what it looks like. I feel like it does a really good job of covering the spots that I need covered. Yeah. I didn't put any on my eyes, or, you know, that I did a little bit under my eyes, but I'll, you know, go over that with concealer. But I do feel like this is a very good, you know, match to my skin right now. Of course, you want to blend down to your neck. You don't want a harsh line. So just blending that down. I love it. It's worth the money to me. And in my opinion, it's worth it. Especially if it's something that you're going to be wearing a lot, or if you do have to wear makeup to work, like if it's a requirement. I do feel like this is a very good option and it's worth the money. Okay, so now time for concealer. And oh my gosh, guys, this is my new favorite concealer. Like, forget Tarte Shape Tape. Like, who is she? We don't know her anymore. Because this is literally a dupe, and it literally performs like exactly the same for a fraction of the price. It is the CoverGirl True Blend concealer, and I will say this exceeded all expectations that I had for it. It is amazing. I love this concealer. And honestly, I swear, like, I did try this with the Tarte Shape Tape on one eye and then this on the other, and you could not tell a difference. Honestly, you could not tell a difference. And for a fraction of the price, I'm gonna go with this. But I also feel like this blends very well with this foundation that I'm using. So, just focusing in on the spots that need to be covered. And then just doing kind of like what I usually would do. If you hear Lizzie whining, she's just mad because I'm not paying attention to her. And I'm going to go in with the same brush that I used for foundation. I'm going to blend all of that together. And I don't know if it's the foundation or if it's the concealer that's drying so fast, but if you are not careful and blend it when you put it on your face, it will not be very good for you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. I didn't really do like a brightening one. I kind of just did one that was like almost the same color as my foundation because I'm not really going for a brightening look today. And I forgot to tell y'all, this shade in my concealer is Natural Ivory. Now we're gonna go in with my favorite Ride or Die powder. Y'all already know it is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Fair Light. I literally never get another color in this, and they have the different colors. I just always get this one. But yeah, this is my tried and true. I love this foundation. I love this powder so much. The eyes. But like this foundation is so matte. You honestly don't even have to put powder. I just always do. Just because, I don't know. Like, that's just who I am as a person. But like, you do not have to. If you're not someone who doesn't, like, if you're not someone who likes powder, you do not have to use powder with this foundation and it still will not budge. Like, you will be fine. I'm for bronzer and blush. And I love this contour palette. I use it every day when I'm wearing makeup, or like a full face of makeup. And I feel like this doesn't budge. Everything I'm using in this video, if you can't tell, I feel like doesn't budge. So that is the whole point in this video, honestly. Rock Source Contour and Highlight Palette. I've used the crap out of this, if you can't tell. I love this so much. I'm gonna go in with this one right here. Going with a very light hand because it don't look good if you go in with a really hard hand and then you can't fix it and then you look muddy and it's just not a good time. So So I'm going to go in with this one right here, the same brush, and I'm going to go in with a very light hand of the spots that I was just in. With that, we're going to go in with blush, and this is the e.l.f. Bite Size palette, and this is in the shade Lychee. I don't know how to say that, but I love this color. And it comes with a cute little highlighter too, and I paid $3 for this. So you're gonna go in with a light hand, of course, and go up. And you can do circular motions if you want, or you can just kind of like sweep it up. But either way, do a light hand and just build it up. Sometimes I use this highlighter, sometimes I don't, but it's really beautiful, and we've already got it right here, so like let's just use it anyway. I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush, and I'm gonna just go on my nose and Cupid's bow. I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. I love this palette. I'm not gonna be doing anything like super duper dramatic because I really wanted to kind of focus on the eyes. I mean, I really wanted to focus on the face area, and I was just gonna do mascara and brows, but I was like, well, you know, let's just go ahead. I already put concealer on my eyes, like when I was doing my face. I'm just gonna go ahead and just set my eyes with a cream color. No eyeshadow primer today. Put the shade Explorer in my crease. Just gonna go in with the shade, I can't decide if I want to go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Self Starter. Well, no, maybe we should do Globetrotter. I think we're gonna do Globetrotter instead. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer corner of my eye in circular motions, just on the outer edge. And then I'm gonna sweep it into the inner part of my eye, just to blend it with that crease shade. I'm gonna go in with a shimmer shade on the inner corner of my eye, and we'll be done. I'm using the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist, and I'm gonna set my face with it too. I love this stuff. I also feel like this is another reason that my makeup doesn't move during the day. Our brush with it, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Dreamer right here. I love this shimmer shade. As you can tell, I've used it a lot. And I'm just gonna put that into my inner corner of my eye. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of originator with it as well. That's this shade right here. That brush that I used, I'm not putting any more product on it, but the brush that I used to do my crease, we're just gonna go back in and blend that area together just so the shimmer and the matte blend together and there's not like a harsh line or anything. And then I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I used for my shimmer shade, and I'm gonna go on my brow bone and just highlight that brow area. And we're also gonna go, and this, I'm just using the shade Originator for this. I'm gonna go in right here on this area of my eye. I always forget what it's called. I'm gonna go on the bottom, on the lower lash line just a little bit with the shade Explorer that I used in the crease right here. And I'm just gonna put that on my lower lash line. Nothing too dramatic. Using the Makeup Revolution liquid liner. My lashes probably aren't going to do that well today because they're still recovering because I did magnetic lashes. And it is very difficult to get the liner off of your eyes that you have to use for the magnetic lashes. So my lashes are probably still recovering. So they're probably not going to do that well today, but it's fine. So I was right. My lashes aren't doing the best today, but it's okay because they're not doing as bad as I thought they would. And then I did my brows. I used the Morphe eyebrow pencil in the shade Hazelnut, and it's my favorite. I usually don't use anything else other than this. I love it. And for my mascara, I use the L'Oreal eye primer, mascara primer, whatever you want to call it. Then I use the L'Oreal mascara. And then for my lower lash line, I used the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And I liked it. That was my first time to use this kind. I've tried the other ones before, but I heard good things about this one, so I used it, and I like it. Only thing we have left to do is lips, and I'm going to use the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner in the shade Keep Receipts. And then I'm going to use the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Abu Dhabi. Is that how you say that? And then I'm going to top it off with the Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. I love this lip liner. I bought literally like probably every shade they have in this lip liner because I love this lip liner so much. It's so creamy. It goes on so smooth. Oh, love it. All we have to do is set the face and we are done, guys. All right, thank you so much for tuning into another video of mine, and I hope this video helped you out if you are someone who is needing mask-friendly makeup tips. And yeah, so don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And you can comment down below what you want to see next, what recommendations you have for me, things like that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!